Back in 2014, more than 300 lives were lost as the Sewol-ho sank due to the negligence of its captain and inefficient rescue efforts by the government. Nothing can make up for the tragedy, but the government is at least trying to soothe the pain now by raising the sunken vessel. The process has begun down at the southwestern coast of the nation. Let's connect to our Oh Jung-hee, who is standing by at the Jindo County Office. Jung-hee, please fill us in on the latest developments.
Right, Daniel. This is the first time in 3 years the Korean government has actually jumped into the salvaging process of the Sewol-ho ferry. Just about an hour ago, Korea's Oceans and Fisheries Ministry started the actual process to recover the Sewol-ho ferry. If carried out smoothly, we will be able to see the ferry on the surface at about 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. This announcement comes as the officials decided that the testing held throughout today had been successful. After starting at 10 this morning, the authorities succeeded in lifting the ferry 1 meter off the ocean floor at about 3:30. But it took more time for the government to jump into the actual salvage process because the ferry was lifted at an angle and had to come into balance for recovery.
Certainly something to look forward to when the sun rises tomorrow, but at this point, what can we expect?
That's right. As you can see in the CG on screen now, 2 barges will be used to pull the ferry up using cables attached to 33 steel lifting beams that have been placed under the vessel. The ferry, which is now at about 43 meters below the surface, will be brought up until it reaches 13 meters above the surface. Then the ferry will be placed on a semi-submersible ship and then taken to Mokpo New Port, which is nearly 90 kilometers away from here. The whole process is expected to take about 13 days. For the lifting part, the officials here hope to speed up the recovery process as much as they can because it all has to be done when the weather conditions remain favorable. That is, the tide has to be below 1 meter height and the speed of wind has to be less than 10 meters per second. That's all I have for you now. Back to you, Daniel.